Hello, welcome back to another FPL video. I hope everyone is doing well. We are kind of wrapping up the double game week 26. It's been kind of meh. There's still obviously a few games left to go, so I feel like people will definitely be getting pushed over 100 points come the games tomorrow. But anyway, today we're going to be focused on game week 27, which rolls around very quickly after game week 26 finishes. We're going to be focusing on how the team lines up, potential transfers, and make sure you hang around until the end where I discuss some saucy team information. If you're new around here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button for daily FPL content. Hit the like button if you do enjoy the video, and let's go straight on into this one. So firstly, just a quick check up on game week 26, how it's been going so far. So the average is kind of around 60 points. It's yet to update, but on the live rank it says it's kind of between 60 and 61 points, with my game week score being 74, obviously -4, so that's 70, so about 10 points above the game week average. It's not too bad, but not quite enough to give me a green arrow. I've very much stayed in position at 490k. You can see the first two defenders on there, so Uncle and Pereira got a combined 5 points between them, but hopefully they can pull out a little bit more against Brighton, who've been really woeful of late. That game against West Brom, oh my days, how they did not score. But yeah, going on into the team, so we got So we got the two Leicester boys, as I said, against Brighton. Now, hopefully Evans and Fofana are back. Fofana got half an hour in the Leicester game against Burnley, so hopefully that's some good news in terms of him coming back, and hopefully he can shore up their defence a little bit more. We've also got Ruben Diaz with a double game week against Manchester United, against Southampton. Now, whether he plays both games, I'm not sure. He'll definitely play against Manchester United, and Manchester United have a history of 0-0s this season against the Big Six. The games they've played against the Big Six this season, only 2 of them have not ended 0-0. So Manchester United, from a defensive standpoint, you want to play against them if you've got a Big Six player. Then we've got Martinez in goal, playing against Wolves. I mean, it's not a bad fixture. They conceded against Sheffield. I haven't actually watched that game back yet, but I mean, after Villa have been doing so well this season, to then go and lose to Sheffield United, especially for Martinez to concede, but you know, he picked up 12 points in the double game week, so not too much to complain about there, and playing a very kind of up and down Wolves this season. Then we come to the midfield. The 4 in the midfield, we got Heung-min Son, Bruno Fernandez, and Harvey Barnes. Now, Harvey Barnes, obviously, unluckily for him, and my FPL team, but mainly for him, has picked up an injury to, I think, his ACL, which will take him out for about at least 6 weeks. So all the best to him, but that does mean he has that red flag next to his name and will definitely be needed to be transferred out. We've got Bruno Fernandez, who's been blanking of late. He picked up 6 points in the double game week, 3 against Palace and 3 against Liverpool, so not too great for him. And Man United looked pretty woeful against Palace. I mean, it was sloppy, really sloppy from Bruno Fernandez. So maybe it's the time to take him out, but you know, we'll kind of look into that. Gundogan with the double game week. He's got the vice captain on there at the minute. I am really tempted to cap. I think I'm almost now moving towards captaining him, just because he got benched in the Wolves game, which means he's more likely to play in the Manchester United and the Southampton games, because you can see him then going and getting benched in the Fulham game and then playing in the Champions League game. That's the kind of way logically it should work out. So if Gundogan can play both games, then he could be an unbelievable captaincy option for the double game week. And then Son against Crystal Palace. Crystal Palace, it's a weird one with them because they've not been playing too great, but they have also been picking up results. They picked up a 0-0 against United. They picked up a 0-0 against Fulham and a 2-1 against Brighton. So they've actually not been conceding very many goals of late. So I still think that Spurs, with how Spurs are playing, they should quite comfortably beat Palace. However, you know, it's not going to be the easiest of fixtures, considering Palace are starting to pick up a bit of confidence, and it looks like Zaha is on the verge of coming back. Then moving on into the attack, we have Ollie Watkins, Kane currently with the armband, and Bamford playing against West Ham. Watkins against Wolves, I mean, it's not too bad of a fixture. He hit the bar from what I heard against Sheffield United, unluckily, but he picked up 7 points across the double game week, so, you know, I'm absolutely fine with that. Kane is doing very well so far. Captain Kane for the double game week, picked up 6 points so far and plays against Fulham tomorrow, so I'm pretty pleased with that so far. And against Palace, I think he's a great option to potentially captain. It's very much between Kane and Gundogan, and I think the fact that I'm a Palace fan and the fact that Gundogan has a double game week will probably sway me towards Gundogan, but it still is a tough decision. Then Bamford against West Ham, it's one of them where Leeds have where it's one of them where Leeds look like they can score in any game that they play in, but West Ham have been so good this season. So I maybe don't expect too much from Bamford, but hopefully he can pull something out the bag. Then we've got the bench, and we've got Rafinha, Dallas, Vestergaard, and Leno on the bench. Rafinha playing against West Ham, Dallas also playing against West Ham, Vestergaard against Sheffield United and Manchester City, and Leno against Burnley. Who am I going to be transferring out for Harvey Barnes? Well, I'm looking at one player specifically, a player that I may transfer in tonight or tomorrow, depending on the price rises. I think I'm going to hold out until at least all the games have been played, just because you never know. Another player could go and pick up an injury tomorrow. But the player I'm looking at bringing in for Harvey Barnes is their main man at Jay Lings. Jesse Lingard for Manchester United. He has been absolutely smashing it, and that he's not playing against West Ham United. He's playing against Leeds, and I really do think he stands a good chance of scoring. And coming in at 6 million, I think he is kind of one of the best value players around that price bracket. You know, you've got the likes of Saka, Neto, but Lingard's been absolutely smashing. He's only not returning one game since signing for West Ham United, playing 5 games and scoring 39 points. He's having a really good time at West Ham, so I think I'm going to go for Jesse Lingard. So back to the bench, what my thoughts are there. Well, I'm actually thinking of playing a ye olde bench boost. We're looking at really attacking this kind of small double game week, as it were. More attacking it as a kind of single game week. So as I said, Leno playing against Burnley, Rafinha against West Ham, Dallas against West Ham, and Vestergaard against Sheffield United and Manchester City. I feel like those are definitely good enough fixtures to play a bench boost in. It will hopefully give me a little bit of boost for the game week, because most people will be playing their bench boost or some kind of chip this game week, so it'll be a bit of a differential to be playing my bench boost come game week 27. And I also just really don't know who I would bench out of any of those players. Leno and Martinez, that would be an absolute headache. Out of Soyuncu, Diaz, Pereira, Vestergaard and Dallas, I'd probably bench Dallas, but you know, I wouldn't be ridiculously happy about it. He would probably be the kind of third on my bench, but then, you know, you've got Rafinha, Bamford, Lingard, who I'm planning on bringing in. Fernandez, I just don't think I can put on the bench, even though, you know, he probably is one of the most likely in the team to blank, just because of the just creative potential that he has in that Manchester United side, and they could always go and grab a penalty. I just can't see myself benching him. So the plan for this week is to bench boost and bring in the main man, Jay Lings. I hope you have enjoyed this quick little look ahead to game week 27. It's a little update of the team, how the team is lining up, and you know, the big plans to play the bench boost. You know, that'll very much depend on tomorrow, whether everything kind of goes smoothly. If players pick up injuries in the fixtures tomorrow, then I may have to kind of rethink my plans. But the plan, as I say, is to bring in Jesse Lingard, play the bench boost, really attack the game at 27, and hopefully see one of those goddamn green arrows. I feel like I've just been getting grey arrows of late, where I've just, or just not really an arrow at all, where I've just been kind of sitting in the same position, which is not the worst, but also not the best. You know, we want them green arrows. But anyway, let me know in the comments down below any transfers, any thoughts for your teams that you have for the coming game week 27. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you're new around here for daily FPL content. Hit the like button if you enjoyed the video, and I will catch you in a bit. See ya.